It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Eagles and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Gray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Quick slant, complete to Turner. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brent.
Touchdown, Saints! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Looks for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I will see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. On 2nd and goal, Hurts under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Gray. It's caught inside the 25. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This one taken in by Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Gray now. A final shot before break. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Scott on the return out of the end zone. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Gray throwing to start the drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. He's frustrated as it falls incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gray. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Gray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. He's got room at the 30. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
All right, field goal get you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Second and 9 now from the 21. Off-play action. Gray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Gray. Olave over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Off the play fake. Gray. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defensive position, and he just gets taken out.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go now.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Fair catch. Game number 25. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own
Here's Hurts to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They are in the field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown!
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
It certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.